All right, what's up?
What up?
What's going on? Welcome everybody. This is another edition. This is a special edition of the Breakdown with the Clark Brothers.
Yes, the breakdown.
We are
I'm your boy.
obviously the Clark Brothers. I'm Wes
I'm Heaven
Clark.
Clark. I'm
Word
Heaven
up.
Clark. What's up?
What's up, people? Thanks for joining us. And yeah, man, we're gonna be with you for the next hour or so, maybe a little, give or take a little more. We'll go over some hip hop stuff. We've been wanting to do this for a while. We do the
Right.
breakdown and we do all types of special things. We do the breakdown, but we wanted to do this one for a while, and we're gonna continue this vibe with the hip hop forum discussion.
Right.
So
The hip hop forum discussions of all the discussions in hip hop that people want to talk about.
yeah,
Um, all the hot topics. What's going on? We touch on the verses. All of this really started with the verses, and
yeah,
we touch on that, but we break down a little bit of everything. This week we're gonna be breaking down a couple of different topics,
yeah.
and we break it down to the point where everybody understands it. And at the end, you're just gonna agree with us.
We break you down until you agree with us.
Yep.
So
Until
that's
you
what's up. We're
agree
gonna
with
have a
us.
couple of people. We're gonna have a couple of people join us. Maybe, we'll see. And if you're in the chat room and listen in, if you're in on live, join us on Facebook Live and also on YouTube on the IE Network. Welcome everyone. But if you're
Shout
joining,
out.
yeah, shout out to everybody. If you're listening in, you want to chime in, keep chiming in, and maybe even if you got something logical and dope to say, maybe we'll even bring you on. So,
But it's gotta be logical and dope.
gotta be
Like I don't we
logical and
don't we
dope.
don't mean not we don't sound like a dope. That's not what we meant.
Exactly.
It
Don't
has to
sound
be
like a
dope.
dope. Gotta be dope. You know what I mean? I know a lot of cats who you gotta remember now. Let's just before we get into this, how long have you been into hip hop?
I've been in the hip hop before there was hip hop. So I've been in the hip hop in all phases. I'm still in the hip hop now. But if it's something that doesn't really interest me, or music that the sound that I'm not really liking,
Yeah,
I'm not really gonna mess with it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
and like I get with the new cats if they're good. You know what
Right.
I mean? People will be like, "Oh, you don't like the new dudes?" Nah, if they're dope, I like the new dudes too,
I
but they
got you.
gotta be dope.
Gotta be dope. I agree. I agree with you. I'm be honest. I've been in the hip hop all my life, not since before hip hop, because I wasn't. I was born in '75, so I mean, hip hop was starting around that time, but I was a baby. So, ever since I can remember, I've been listening to hip hop. Kind of following you. You know what I mean? When you was already
Hmm.
you and Sam and Deuce, everybody, all your people you hung with, y'all was all in the hip hop.
Yep.
Terrence. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to T Gamble. Um, so I've been through it for so I'm 40, I'll be 45 this year, 45 years old. Been following hip hop. We used to be in it. We did production and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Did our own thing, rapping. So the reason why I'm breaking all that down is because I think we have a clear knowledge of hip hop for all these years. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't particularly follow the new guys as much because
Right.
I'm just so turned off by it. To be completely honest, there's just no. I'm not trying to be the old dude that's the old angry whatever dude. I just I'm not interested no more. I even got disinterested as a producer. So I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
anyway, I think our knowledge of hip hop is pretty vast. We've been around for a while. I mean, so we want to talk about some things that's been going on. Every time we do this show, we're going to talk about different hip hop topics. Not everything that's just new stuff, old stuff, new stuff. Things that's happening right now, current events. So today we want to talk about couple of topics. DMX. This is the most recent topic. DMX.
DMX and Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, and Lloyd Banks. Yeah. So DMX was on with Fat Man Scoop on like a live or something, and they were running down their list of who they think are the dopest lyricists. Now, dopest artists lyrically. They weren't talking about artists altogether. They weren't doing the GOAT talks like, who's your top 5 ever and all that other stuff. They were just talking about lyrically. So Fat Man Scoop ran down a bunch of names. He did like a top 50. He ran down.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to hear Fat Man Scoop right, with all them names he was dropping.
Yeah. So and DMX was on there. So DMX was listening, and he wasn't, he's just like, okay, well, who you on? So Fat running them down, and he's just like,
let's hear what X said.
Yeah, let's hear what. Let me share the screen here. Let's see if we can hear what X said here. Oh, here. All right, cool. Here we go. Let's go. Let's play this.
We no good. What's up? I can barely hear you. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I hear you. What's good with you, man? How you feeling? I'm good, man. Life is good. God is great. That's what I want to hear, man. I'm gonna introduce DMX properly. To me, DMX is one of my top 20 rappers ever to grab a mic, and there's a couple of reasons. We'll get into that momentarily. I've known for at least 20 years, anywhere from 20 to 25 years. The two things that come to mind when I think about DMX are the following. The first time I ever met DMX, he came to Hot 97. He came to Hot 97.
Yeah, I'm about to find that now. Let's all right, Fat Man. Let's get to the list. Fat Man talking too much. Nah, he's doing it. He got his kids on there, anything else. So where's the part where he different?
Come on, man.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Keep praying.
He was with Original Flavor, and I was with Harlem Nights. You know what I'm saying? That was my man to them. Those two mans to them.
My man to them. I love watching X, man. I know we here to watch the countdown, but X is hilarious. Yeah. Let's go. Man.
You gotta go with Run DMC. Listen, I want to be clear about this. I respect what the original rappers, the first rappers did. They paved the way. But when you talk about lyrically, I mean, look how rap started. Hippie. What the fuck is a hippie? But you got them. Lyrically. Well, we talking lyrically. We're not talking in the time zone because Grandmaster Cass was dope back then, and what he's saying back then is right now. Listen to this. Well, I rock the mic. This is what I said about Dracula living and dead. Come on. Okay, so listen.
Dracula, the living dead.
Okay, here you go. Here it goes.
Yeah. Fred the Godson, Raekwon and Ghostface, Biggie, Rick, KRS, Lloyd Banks, Big L, Eminem, DMX, Drake.
Lloyd Banks.
Huh? Lloyd Banks, of course. The illest lines ever. Come 4 bars. Impress me with 4 bars is. Come on, X. Come on, I give me 4 bars. Yo, that shouldn't be hard. 4 bars.
Hey, you heard the man.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. Let me stop it there.
You heard the man.
He said, so X said, all right, so when he got the Lloyd Banks, and he named a lot of lyrical cats. He had Fabulous in there. He said Fabulous.
He did say Fabulous.
He said Fred the Godson, who
Fred the Godson. Yeah, rest in peace, Fred the Godson. I mean,
yeah, rest in peace, Fred. Man, that was tough loss, but he was dope. And he gets to Lloyd Banks, and he says, Banks, what do you mean Banks? Like, give me 4 bars. Now, since then,
for 4 bars.
I don't know if there's video. I don't have the video for it, but since then, I I have to say this: DMX actually apologized to Lloyd Banks. Since it kind of circulated, it went viral.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, yeah. He apologized. Said, but to me, he made it worse. He said, I thought you were talking about Tony Yayo. So it ain't you that's not.
Yayo is trash.
Right, look, man. Trash. So you're not whack. Your best friend is whack.
I thought you was your best friend. Listen, man. I'm taking points away from X because number one, I like X. I got X probably in my top 25, somewhere in there. Never do it 30, whatever. But come on, man. You can't apologize at that point because you asked him to defend his choice.
Yeah.
So if people ask me, right? If people ask me, who do you think is the GOAT? And I give them the answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to have why is he the GOAT? I'm going to have a bunch of reasons to back my opinion.
Yeah.
He asked him, he said, give me 4 bars. Give me 2 bars. I can't think of him right now. Then how is he your top 20? If you can't think of nothing he said that's hot right off the top of your head, how is Banks in the conversation with those other dudes?
I agree. I have to agree. First of all, I'm going to say this. Now, like I said, I don't listen to the new people, but I damn sure listen to the era that Lloyd Banks was in. And I'm going to tell you this now. I even bought Lloyd Banks' first album. You know, Banks was good. He was dope MC, but he ain't in top 20 nothing as far as I'm concerned. Top 20? Do you understand how many people this dude ran down? He ran down almost 20, and then he put Banks in there. But I'm sorry, dude, he left out a lot of people.
Yeah, man. First of all, if you talking top 20, like right out the gate, I could think of about 25 dudes right off the top of my head without even really indulging into it and thinking and comparing. I could take 25 dudes right off the top of my head that I'm going to mention before Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, true.
Like I'm not trying to diss Banks. Okay, and I know you said he was good. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm not even going to give him he was dope. No, he was okay to me. Like he was okay. Like he was pretty good. He wasn't trash, but he's not up there with the GOATs. Like he's not up there.
Well, he's definitely not in the GOAT.
In the class of like a Prodigy or a Nas.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mentioning Lloyd Banks with them dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not even putting him over Kendrick, like somebody even more recent, Kendrick or J. Cole. I'm not saying that this dude is nicer than J. Is this dude nicer than J. Cole? Ain't no way he's nicer than J. Cole. J. Cole's a new dude. Lloyd Banks can't hold a candle to them dudes.
J. Cole's
There's
a new
tiers.
Dude.
There's levels to this. And Lloyd Banks ain't on the first tier, and he may not even be on the second. Because if every tier is 10 people,
he might even be on the second tier.
He may not even be on the second tier.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he'll probably be in. Maybe he'll make the third. He'll probably make the third tier lyrically, and we're talking lyrically, people. Now, we already know that Banks, he was a subpar artist. I mean, his first album went platinum because he was in G Unit.
He was down with 50.
He was down with 50. I mean, he was just, he's that dude. He was the guy that people were waiting on to do a solo project. So his, first album went platinum. Big up to him. Second album went gold, so he still did decent numbers. Second album.
Right. Second album went gold, but what year did that come out? What?
The second album, let me look right here. Let's see. The second album was called Rotten Apple. Rotten Apple came out in 2006.
Okay, 2006. And 2000 now what you got to do is go back to 2006 and name the top albums of 2006 and the dudes that was dropping, because it's like if he's like gold now, if a dude goes gold now, it's like, oh, okay, it's just hard to sell records. In 2020, he went gold. 2006, my G, if you wanted the best, you gotta be doing better than gold. That was 14 years ago. So he went gold on his second album. He went platinum, not double. His first album probably came out 2000.
It went like platinum, yeah. So 2006, some of the best albums, some of the albums that came out, the Roots album was out, Game Theory. That was a dope album. Who else? Lupe Fiasco had an album out. Jay Dilla had his album out, Donuts.
But back then in 2006, dudes was still, the big dudes were still going platinum.
Fish Scale came out, Ghostface Killer. That was a dope album. Fish Scale.
Right around 2006, when
2006 Hip Hop Is Dead came out 2006.
Nas. Okay.
Yeah, Nas.
Well, records the sales did start declining. So like I said, he did a gold album, but again, I think his first album did so much because everybody was hyped because he's on 50's team. He dropped. I guarantee you, Yayo in gold. I guarantee you, Yayo on his first album went at least gold, and that's because of the 50 Cent factor. Yeah, 50 was red hot.
And G Unit, he was red hot. G Unit was hot, and Lloyd Banks was supposed to be that next one. Now
everybody, the one that they always say is better than his mentor,
than the original. Just like Cormega, was allegedly better.
Oh, he's better than Nas.
He's not better than Nas. He's
not
dope.
Better than Nas.
He's a dope MC, but he ain't better than Nas.
You got to put him in there. I don't think Banks is even nicer than him. But that's another. We ain't get to that yet.
Right, pen for pen. He may not
for pen. He ain't nicer than Mega. He ain't nicer than AZ either. There's another dude we left out.
Hell, we left out Prodigy. He ain't nicer than Prodigy either. He ain't nicer than P. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Prodigy. All right.
I don't know what y'all think out there in the chat room. Y'all can see if y'all agreeing or what with Lloyd Banks. Like,
I don't know.
And again, you got to be of a certain age bracket. The people that are in now, we have all ages following us, and all ages checking out the show. So I don't really know who really feels Lloyd Banks is that guy. I got some OGs that be in the live that they may think Banks is nice, but I think he's pretty good. But I don't have him. I don't got him up there with the Nas's, and that's the second tier dudes. Redman, Method Man. Method Man might even be first tier now.
Well,
Redman, Method Man.
Redman ain't first tier.
Cameron, the Method Boy, Method the piece. But
dude, man,
they may have just missed out.
Might be.
So I don't have him up there with them guys. But
so some people in the chat room, what are they saying? They said, let's just leave it as is. Lloyd Banks was good. Somebody said.
There you go. I like whoever said that, I'm with it.
I'm with that. We'll leave it at that. Lloyd Banks
was good. That's it.
He was good. But,
he was good.
Fat Man Scoop said he one of the best that ever did it.
The illest to ever do it. Man, I'm tired of everybody being the illest to ever do it.
I need the illest to ever do it.
If he was the illest to ever do it, what was Big L? The illest to ever do it? Like, he's nowhere near. He's nowhere in the same stratosphere as Big L.
Yeah, that's funny. But here's the thing: a lot of times, Fat Man School, he just trying to, he know these guys. He just trying to be polite, and it's like, once again, you said at the top of the show, we ain't dissing Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks was a dope MC.
Right?
He was a good artist. He was dope. He was dope with his pen. His pen was dope. But it's just the fact that there's so many people to compare against. In this,
you got to compare him against his peers. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'll tell you one thing, Wes. The first argument with Fat Man Scoops, and he couldn't name any bars. So right there, the dude said, DMX said, name a bar. If he said, dude, give me two, he didn't give me 2 bars. I can't think of one right now. I can think of Rakim's bars on the top of my head. I can think of Jay's bars on the top of my head. I can think of Redman's bars on the top of my head.
Biggie. I can give you a Biggie bar. I can give you a Pac bar. I can give you a Redman bar. I can give you a J. Cole. You want to talk about the new dudes? I can give you a J. Cole bar.
I need a Drake bar, a J. Cole bar, a Kendrick bar. I can give you a bar from all these dudes. Hell, I'd probably even give you a bar from the Baby. But nobody got any Lloyd Banks bars.
I'm sorry, I got no Lloyd Banks bars.
In the chat room,
I don't even count his songs. His songs, they were hot. Like On Fire. That was hot. But those were just songs. Those weren't lyrical. Those were his joints. To get on the charts and stuff. You got to make your radio joints. So
the only thing I can remember now that you mentioned On Fire, the only thing I can ever remember that Banks said was, "Because I already got your advance on my neck."
Yeah, your advance on my neck. Okay.
Sounded like 50.
And so that's about one thing. Now, when we go with art, like you mentioned before, I'm not even gonna mention him as an artist because as an artist, Banks was definitely just good. His delivery sounded like you said, his delivery sounded like he not interested.
He sounded like he's not interested. So if you sounded like you're not interested, I'm not gonna be interested. Like I've never listened to a Lloyd Banks song all the way through. Probably only Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, and that's because it had other people on it. But Lloyd Banks, he sounds like if I'm gonna listen to you, I want you to be cocky. I want you to be charismatic, got charisma. You know what I mean? That dude has no charisma. That guy's got the personality of a wet mop, first of all. Second of all, this guy looks like he's not interested in even being there. Yeah. He gotta talk low. Oh, talk up, Banks. That's one way that you can always judge how to go. When they in interviews and the guy who's interviewing guy say, talk up, Banks, talk up, to get up to my you up here shy? Nah, nigga, you can't be a GOAT.
Yeah, no, you can't be. I mean, obviously 50 was the one from that crew. He was the star. 50 was the star, obviously. Yeah. He was the one who drove everything. He was the guy who pushed it in. And it happens a lot. I mean, Banks, you're in a lot of company. So don't get mad. I mean, Memphis Bleak, he never lived up to nothing.
Speak now you don't bring up Memphis Bleak. I mean, really quickly, was Lloyd Banks nicer than Beanie Siegel? We didn't bring him up either.
We didn't bring up Beanie Siegel.
Nicer than Jada Kiss? I'll give him Freeway. Freeway.
He was nicer than Freeway.
He ain't nicer than Kiss or Styles P. So that's 2 other dudes that he's.
So let's just humor everybody real quick.
Okay.
Let's
go through this quickly. Maybe we're wrong. Let's give Lloyd Banks a free take. We're gonna ask people in the chat room as well. So right off the top, we're gonna take 10 off the top that we know he is not better than it. He's not better than Jay. He's not lyrically better than LL. He's not lyrically better than KRS-One. He's not lyrically better than Biggie. He's not lyrically better than Nas. That's 5. He's not lyrically better than Rakim. That's 6. He's not really better than Big Daddy Kane. 7. Not lyrically better than Tupac. 8. Not lyrically better than Eminem. 9. Not lyrically better than Redman. 10. So we got 10 right out the gate. Not lyrically better than Big L. Not lyrically better than Big Pun.
Nope.
Not lyrically better than Method Man. Not lyrically better than we're at 14.
DMX.
Not lyrically better than Cannabis.
Nope.
Not lyrically better than, now we're at 16. He's not lyrically better than Jadakiss.
Nope.
16. Styles P. 17.
The entire Slaughterhouse. That's 18.
Joe Budden.
You're already past
Joel Ortiz. Royce the 5'9", or Crooked Eye. He's not lyrically better than Snoop Dogg. So now we're at 22. He's not lyrically better than Common. We're at 23. He's not lyrically better. But listen, we're now at 23, and I'm just going off the top of my head. I'm not even really sitting down and thinking.
We haven't even
I know I missed somebody in
Kool
those top
Rap.
10.
We didn't say Kool G Rap.
Kool G Rap, 24. Who else?
We mentioned
25.
We mentioned
Is he
J.
better
Cole.
than Ice Cube? A lot of people won't say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we might say, but no, he's not better than Ice Cube either.
Scarface.
So we're closing in on 30. Fabulous.
Nowhere near it. Fabulous. Yep.
AZ.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, Cormega.
Prodigy.
He's better than Havoc. Okay, you're better than Havoc. You're not better than Prodigy.
He ain't better than Chuck D.
Chuck D is another one. Busta Rhymes.
You didn't even mention KRS-One.
Q-Tip.
You forgot KRS-One.
I said KRS-One.
Oh, you said
KRS-One. Q-Tip. Busta Rhymes. So
3,000.
3,000.
Wayne.
Listen, man.
Lil Wayne.
So listen.
I mean, we're closing it on 40. So maybe.
And I'm going to tell you something. I haven't even thought about Lloyd Banks yet. And we're closing in on 40. I'm closing on me saying, is he better than Banks?
Yeah.
Could Banks possibly be better than him?
Yeah.
No. Now, me personally, like I said, and I'm going to get this out of the way, because I feel as though he's covered enough of his material, and he's got that one little blemish of some dude writing 2 verses of one verse, one song. I think he ain't better than Drake either. Right. Drake's best lyrical stuff, Lloyd Banks can't touch.
Right.
He can't touch. But just to keep it fair with other people who say, "Oh, Drake don't write his own raps," because a dude wrote a half a verse.
What about all the stuff before this guy even came into the picture?
Right. And he's got hired by other people to write for them. Yeah. So, but I'm just going to keep Drake out of it, even though me personally, I don't think Lloyd Banks is nowhere near Drake's level of rapping. So when you think of all of that, DMX, you should have never apologized. Now we're going to break it down to the point of, should DMX have apologized? No. Because if he would have said, top 50 rappers and Lloyd Banks isn't in it, that's an argument.
That's an argument.
If you don't think lyrically he's top 50.
Yeah.
But we just named 40. Now some of them people are subject to people disagreeing. Some people don't think Ice Cube is lyrical. Yeah. I always thought that Ice Cube and my boy Deuce, who may come on, he'll disagree with me because that's his guy. I always thought Ice Cube was a little bit overrated when it came to lyrics. I always thought he's a little bit overrated. I mean, but like I said, I drive a hard bargain. Like when it comes down to lyrical, I've never really heard Ice Cube other than No Vaseline.
Right.
Ice Cube, and that was just straight insults.
Yeah.
Ice Cube never made me rewind nothing back. That's how you nice lyrically to me. If I could say, if I make that sound and go rewind it back, that means you're nice lyrically to me. You say some stuff that I don't catch until 2 or 3 times later. And other than No Vaseline, I've never really been that crazy about Ice Cube. So some people may or may not say that he's better than Banks. So, it's people like that. So yeah, I would say around top 50 lyrically, because we didn't name dude from the Roots. Ain't no way better than him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Black Thought. So I mean,
and that's just mainstream dudes. You got dudes that's not mainstream, like Joyner Lucas, like my son, Fred the Godson. These dudes are lyrical
Talib Kweli.
Monsters. These dudes are monsters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hell, he ain't lyrically better than Kanye either. Kanye's. We forgot to put Kanye.
Right, but from the words that Kanye used to have, I have at least rewinded some stuff, and I know people out there on the chat room. Kanye don't write his own raps. Give me them first 3 albums, like KRS-One said, and KRS-One is a great. I'm gonna take KRS's one word over any of y'all candy asses. KRS-One said, as long as you write 90% of your material, you are considered to me an MC. Yeah, he said, I won't even say 100. I won't even say 100%. Yeah. As long as you write 90%. Now he said, now I've written 100% of my material.
Yeah.
But I get it. You get brain locked. You need some help on a verse. You may need some help on. If you get help on a verse, you have a co-writer.
Mm-hmm.
So unless they don't want to be,
right?
But when Nas says that Jungle gave him the first 4 to 8 bars of one mic, you have a co-writer.
Yeah.
On one mic.
Yeah. Exactly. So
people get help all the time.
Does that discredit Nas? But see, I'm gonna say this one thing. I don't want to get on Drake, but I'm gonna say this one thing about Drake because I don't really share my opinion on it. I think MC wise, Drake is a dope MC as far as writing. I know he writes his stuff. And on top of that, the whole writing and all that, people, they get one thing and they run with it. It's just like, for whatever reason, people were saying that Gilly the Kid wrote for Lil Wayne.
Because he wrote a couple of bars that Wayne may have used.
It may have used.
That's not writing for
That's
someone.
Not even no proof of that. But the bottom line is, dude, Lil Wayne, you really think Gilly the Kid? Now, Gilly the Kid is an artist was an artist of his own. And his stuff was nowhere near Lil Wayne's caliber. So how can you write for somebody and your stuff is nowhere near what the person you write for?
By the way, don't mean to keep piling on back. We didn't mention Rick Ross. We didn't mention Cassidy. Don't forget them too.
Rick Ross. Yeah, and we didn't mention my man too. Damn, I can't think of his name right now. Rick Ross boy.
Meek.
He's not nicer than Meek.
He ain't nicer than me.
Not with the pen.
Meek. And I'm not even a Meek guy. And he's not nicer than me.
By no means, but Meek's pen is nasty. So we talking lyrics, man. We talk about pen game. Meek's pen game is on point.
Yeah.
So I don't like the way Meek deliver. He yelled too damn much. Make me yell.
Make me yell. You yell too much. Make me yell.
Make me yell. Damn it. He is. But so like I said, we're not trying. This is turned into. I know the chat room is cracking me up right now because they're going in. They like, y'all. They like the brothers they just finished Lloyd Banks. I'm like, we're not trying to
finish Banks. Like we're not trying to finish Lloyd Banks.
I fuck with Banks. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with.
But
Banks.
I'm not trying to. I'm just not trying to give dudes more credit than they deserve.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's okay. Like he's not dope. Like.
I think he can be considered a dope MC, but there's a lot of dope MCs.
Yeah,
that don't mean he's great. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to send us some links. Have you seen? I've never even seen. Has Banks ever been anywhere? I mean, he was on like the. I think when he was on the basement, they did a nice freestyle. He dropped some nice shit on the frame. But speaking of which,
listen.
We didn't mention Cam. He ain't nicer than Cam or Mason.
Cam either.
He's not Mason Besser either. Sorry.
A lot of people probably say nice and Mason. but he ain't nicer than Mason.
Nah, he's not nicer than Mason. You serious? Yo, P. Diddy made him pretty. You heard what he said. P. Diddy made me pretty. You know what I'm saying?
There's one of them bars.
There's a bar right there. I just said.
I remember.
Come on, son. Mason Bethel? Nah.
Niggas know. You going against the Harlem Gigolo. So,
Cam, we don't know about Cam. Cam's on that crazy, right. You know. We remember Cam in the basement.
Listen, we'll give Lloyd Banks a little bit of credit. He's lyrically better than 50.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. He's lyrically better than Fat Joe. I'll give him Fat Joe.
I'm gonna say he was probably. Wait, no, I'm about to see now. I don't know. I'm about to put my foot in my mouth. I'm about to say he might be the best lyricist of the G Unit, but I don't think he's better than Game. He ain't better than.
No, he was no. There's another guy.
But Game's no longer in G Unit, so we'll say he's the nicest lyrically in G Unit.
In G Unit, yeah. So he was better than Young Buck. Young Buck was trash. He's better than Tony Yo-Yo. Like he's better than them dudes. Like he's better than you're better. I'll give him Fat Joe. I think he's better than Fat Joe. I've never really been impressed with Fat Joe. He's better than.
I don't think he's better than Fat. He might be. Right.
I think he's lyrically. I think he's better than Fat Joe.
Joey cracked his right now. But see, I don't know.
Joey. Oh, he ain't better than Keith Murray. Ain't even close.
No.
You know what, Banks? Listen, DMX was right. We're just gonna.
We'll leave it at that.
DMX was right. You should have never apologized.
I fucked with X all day long, and X. You know, we met X way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Back when we was working on that joint for his one of his production companies. What was the production company?
Right.
Forgot the name of it, but we was working on that joint. X, I've always been a fan, and but right now I have to go against you, bro. You should not have apologized. First of all, you're DMX. You don't owe nothing to nobody.
That's right.
You don't owe nothing to Lloyd Banks or anybody else. I know you fucks with Banks. That's fine. And you don't want to disrespect a person that you fuck with. I get it. But I'm just saying.
But as a friend, you need to tell Lloyd Banks the truth. Bruh, you're not top 40.
You're not top. Yeah, I mean, and they were saying top 20. So the argument is he is definitely not top 20 because we got to 20 without blinking an eye.
I don't even blink an eye, and I know I missed some people.
And missed people we hadn't even thought about. Lloyd Banks. I feel bad. Now, I didn't want this to be a Lloyd Banks bash and such because I fucking because that's what I'm saying. Oh man.
But anyway, let us move on from Banks.
Moving right along. So Swiss Beats had, he's been doing the verses, and we'll get into that stuff too. Swiss Beats and Timbaland been doing the verses, and I personally, we're going to talk about a couple things. We'll start with the verses and lead off to what I'm about to say now. He also mentioned in like an interview or something like that I think he was talking with LL, and he said he wanted to raise money for all the icons and the legends of hip hop. He said he would like to raise $1 million for each icon that's helped start it and the pioneers of hip hop, which first of all, that's a dope concept. Second of all, we thought about that about 10 years ago, but that's
probably more. Probably more. I had back in my heyday when I was rapping, I had a record called Misunderstanding. And I mentioned in that record that everybody needs to pay the older rappers that weren't around to get money like the way these dudes are getting money.
Yeah. And
who everybody turned their backs on, that help open the door for rappers. I said they should have to pay. All these rappers right now making all this money should have to pay union dues every month. That's what I said. They have to pay union dues to open up a hip hop union. So these older rappers, they can go to the dentist, they have health care, they get a piece of their money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, people don't agree on me. A piece of their money every month, because you would not be making that sort of money if it wasn't for people like KRS-One, Grandmaster Caz, them dudes.
Flat.
How the father of hip hop walk around looking like he washed?
Yeah.
This is a dude who created hip hop.
Who helped create they created hip hop. Cool Herc.
How Cool Herc walk around looking like he washed?
Niggas, a lot of cats was telling me Cool Herc looking dirty. He ain't looking.
Talking about he stink. Like,
I'm like, come on,
how
son.
Does the dude who created hip hop stink?
Godfather of hip hop, man. But here's the deal. Here's what I think about that. First of all, Swiss Beats, I think it's a great idea, obviously, because we thought of it 20 years ago. But anyway, I think, and he was talking with LL, and LL's on board with it. Now, he did use the word raise money. So he's not saying you guys, what we were saying. He's not saying y'all chip in or whatever. I think it could be raised very easily. They could do it two ways. They could chip in some of it, and then they could maybe do like a concert or something, and all the proceeds from the concerts goes to the hip hop, what we like to call the hip hop pension, right? So I posed the question to you listeners out there, the people in the chat room. Do you think it's fair? Do you think hip hop needs a pension? Because you got rappers that help pioneer this art form that are still alive. Thank God we still got a lot of our legends here with us. And they have not been able to, they're not making the money. They didn't make the money these guys are making this, today. So with that being said, do you think it's fair that they maybe should have like a pension that everybody could chip in and they got something, man? These guys need a retirement plan, man. There's no retirement plan in hip hop. These guys did what they did. They pioneered, you know what I mean? They put it out there. They laid the groundwork. And these cats should not be walking around broke. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? These are the people, and I understand some people, when I mentioned that 10 years ago, people were like, "Are you crazy? I ain't giving nobody my money." I get you. I get it. You earn. I'm not saying you didn't earn your money. I'm just saying the rappers should have maybe like a, how like you got Social Security tax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Social Security tax, and then when you retire, you could collect Social Security, so you in turn kind of get that money back or whatever. Maybe they could have did something like a pension tax or something. Not really a tax, but just something that they voluntarily put into. And to be honest with you, the people like, why did it take Swiss Beats this long in 2020 to even bring this up? Jay-Z should have been one of the people pioneering this.
Exactly. You said it in your rap.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You said,
that's how you gonna pay the pro cost back. No, how about you come up out your money, Mr. Billionaire? Go in your pocket and take $10 million out and give all the forefathers $1 million apiece. You ain't even gonna miss that money.
You won't miss it. Think about it like this. And why should he do it? I'll tell you why. You take someone else who's a giant in rap music period. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog. When he bought the Beatles catalog, he also had the rights to the masters for Little Richard,
Chubby Checker.
Chuck Berry. He gave Little Richard and all them dudes back their masters, back their publishing and all that stuff for free. Because he I guess he wasn't really out to get their stuff, but that's besides the point. They deserve it. They are the people. They were his forefathers. They were the people before him. So Jay-Z, you have plenty of time, plenty of money, and plenty of opportunity to. And I'm not just putting it just on Jay. I'm just why did it take you so long too? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. L, as much as you done caked off in this game.
Right. And L, You know what? You are one of the pioneers. You're not one of the ones that started it, but you're a pioneer in your own right.
So I think L's mentality is I started with them. So if I start with them, I'm still getting it. You got to get how to get it, baby. I don't know why I should give mine up because I'm just as old as them, and I'm living good.
That's true. Yeah, he started out there.
That's the reason. That's what El gonna say. El gonna say, "Well, no, I didn't need nobody to give me nothing. I'm just as old as these dudes, and I'm older than some of these other dudes that's washed. But why am I still living good?
Yeah,
because I went out and got it for myself. I didn't allow myself to get washed.
Right.
So
he said he did tell, but it was him and Swiss, and he said he's on board for it. So that's a good thing. So basically, it's not even that hard. Now let's see how long it takes before this comes up again. That's why we're talking about it today, because it's really not that hard, people. Jay-Z, LL already said he's involved. Swiss is already involved. You might as well, so Diddy, pulling Diddy. You know what I'm saying? You already talking about, pulling Dr. Dre. You already talking about enough money right there. Them dudes got enough money.
All you need is Diddy, Dr. Dre, and Jay.
That's it. That's all you really need.
That's all you really need. And Russell Simmons, get your ass in there.
Get Russell in there.
So that's all you really need.
These are dudes that
should take care of these four brothers enough. Now, if you was out there just because you came out back then, if you wasn't coming with no hits or nothing, you ain't getting no money. Like just because you old, that's not the qualification for getting money.
Father MC isn't getting no money. He's not getting.
Father MC's not getting any money.
He ain't getting.
He's done nothing for hip hop. So but people like Kool Herc, Grandmaster Caz,
those were the first people.
KRS-One, Rakim. Rakim changed rap.
Grandmaster Flash. You gotta get Flash.
Grandmaster Flash, right?
Melly Mel.
I don't care. Run DMC. I know Run DMC still got money,
right,
but I bet you Run DMC ain't got money like these cats.
Yeah,
they still got money.
They had to reinvent themselves too to get back in it, with the money. But they still got bread now. Don't get it. Yeah,
they still got bread. Don't get me wrong. Reverend Run still got money.
People like that, yeah. Talk about like we said, Caz, all of them dudes that was
all of the older dudes that people be like, who's that?
Yeah.
DJ Red Alert.
First of all, Kool Herc. Yeah, the DJs too. Like Red Alert,
who helped break a lot of these fools. Yeah. If it wasn't for Red Alert, a lot of these dudes like KRS-One would have never even played on the radio.
Exactly. KRS-One, built the temple of hip hop. How can he not be part of the hip hop pension?
Built the temple of hip hop. The man built the temple of hip hop and taught everybody. This man was the face of hip hop for about 10 years. They would never have no rappers on interviews because none of them talked intelligent enough.
Yeah.
KRS-One was the one that always went to bat for hip hop. Every time there was some talk, because he was the teacher. He was the intellect. He was the one that taught everybody that rappers aren't ignorant. Rap isn't ignorant. We're not all just ignorant thugs and out in the street.
There's a quote again.
Must learn.
There you go. There's a quotes again. Exactly. Dope MC. You always got a quote. Yeah.
You got a quote.
So all right. So here. So in light of all of this, once again, we already know automatically. Grandmaster Flash, Kool Herc. I know a lot of people, ain't really fucking with Bambaataa right now because of that.
I don't know if Bambaataa. You know what? Bambaataa may have classed himself out.
He might have messed himself up, messing with them kids,
messing with them little boys.
Yeah,
If it was proven that he didn't, then you just accused. Then no harm, no foul. But I don't think he was proven that he didn't.
Yeah,
I think he couldn't get out of it. So he's not getting nothing.
And he got people from his Zulu Nation that they still take care. They still take care of him. They still get. Yeah,
He's not getting nothing.
We'll have to skip over Bad Bada. We'll give his money to I'm about to say Big Bang Hank. No, rest in peace, Big Bang Hank. Give his money to Wonder Mike. We give his money to Wonder Mike and Master G. Master G and Wonder Mike can split. They can split Bad Bada's money. So we'll do that. So they get it out the gate.
Have you ever been over friends time to eat? I can even quote Wonder Mike, and I can't quote Lloyd Banks. Have you ever went over a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? Everybody knows that.
Chicken tastes like wood. Yeah.
And the chicken tastes like wood.
Oh,
even
man.
Wonder Mike got a quotable.
Oh,
come on,
God.
Banks, get in there.
Yeah. I need somebody to drop some links to me. Give me some bank quotes. Because I'm feeling bad right now. I'm feeling real bad right now. But what was we talking about? Okay, so Wonder Mike and Master G are gonna split Bad Bada's money.
Bad Bada's money. You don't get no money.
You don't get no money. But everyone else, who else should get a check? I think those pioneers from the early '80s, like KRS-One,
Rakim, Eric B.
Let's see,
Melly Mel,
definitely, Melly Mel,
sure. And Marley Marl.
Marley.
With the first mix show.
Yeah,
because Mr. Magic is dead. Yeah. We'll give Marley Mr. Magic's money.
Yeah, you gotta give Marley Magic's money. You know what I mean?
He gets a double check. Yeah, because he was a part of that whole movement.
Right. So these are cats as part of that. Marley, Magic. Well, rest in peace, Magic. But you said DJ Red Alert. These dudes need to be getting some bread, yo. They need checks. These dudes need to get checks. And this is no disrespect to them because they still do their thing. Red Alert still does his thing. And Red Alert been doing his thing for years. But I'm just saying it's a respect thing, It's a respect thing. Yeah. Red Alert shouldn't have to be doing nothing right now. He should be retired.
That's the whole thing. Red Alert shouldn't have to do nothing.
He should be retired. These dudes, hip hop would have went nowhere if these guys were not involved.
Yep.
If they weren't involved, I'm sorry. There's a lot of other cats that we can name, but I mean, now what about other cats that's like, some of the other dudes that like VJ Ralph McDaniel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Gotta get VJ Ralph definitely in there. He just hosted that thing they did. Remember, they just did that thing on YouTube recently where you had all the different cats in there, coming in for the, the hip hop.
And I'll tell you another one. And a lot of people didn't like him, and you didn't like him. You got to give Fab Five Freddy some money, man.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Yo, I can't spare Fab Five Freddy.
You gotta give him some money.
Gotta give him a check.
Dude, still looking the same.
Still wearing that hat.
Still wearing that hat. And
okay, do you give Dr. Dre and Ed Lover? What about them?
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
At Yo MTV Raps, that was the first hip hop video show on a mainstream network like MTV. You know what I'm saying? They hosted Yo MTV Raps. It's just Dre. I just recently was solicited, to do some work for Dre, and big up to Dre, but Dre's in bad shape, man. He's like half blind, and because he got he had diabetes, he's like half blind, and
come on, Ed Lover, get in there.
I know, right? I don't even know
your man.
Yeah, maybe that's more up your alley. Maybe you can find out. I don't know what happened with them. I think they fell out because a lot of people,
they ain't got no business falling out. If Will Smith ain't fell out with Jay, ain't fell out with Jazzy Jeff all these years, and he taking care of Jazzy Jeff, then Ed Lover should be taking care of Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I mean,
so Dr. Dre, he needs that right now for real. No disrespect. We talk about Dr. Dre from Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, not Dr. Dre from the Chronic. Dr. Dre from Ed Lover.
Dr. Dre and Ed Lover, Dr. Dre.
Yeah. So Chuck D, he should get a check.
Absolutely, Chuck D and Flavor Flav.
They should get checks, man. And Flav reinvented himself throughout the years, but still, he should get that pension.
Yeah, he's still broke. He needs to get that pension, man. They put a lot into hip hop, so
put a lot into hip hop.
All these dudes out here that don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
that's a shame. That's sad. Because it's because of these dudes that some of these other dudes that's running around here flamboyant and stuff like that, they're only able to get money and get paid because people like Flavor Flav done been there.
Yeah.
And already took the bullet for everybody. When Flav came out, everybody was like, who is this ugly nigga with this clock? This loud dude. You know what I mean? So Flav already took the bullet for everybody that came after him.
Deuce said Treacherous 3. That's right, forgot about them.
Definitely. Kumo D.
The
Treacherous 3.
Yeah.
And the dudes, Cold Crush.
Cold Crush, most definitely.
And whoever's alive, y'all get money. And if your boy ain't alive, or a girl from Cold Crush or Funky 4+, all them, the first female rappers, Sequence, gotta get them a check.
Yeah. Shantae. Roxanne Shantae.
Absolutely.
She got me in that pension.
Go up in their pockets. Like I said, man.
Salt and Pepper, they deserve a check. They deserve a check.
They shouldn't be out here. I mean, like I said,
MC Light, people like that deserve a check.
Right. But after you start crossing over to the 90s, now they could make their own way. They should still if they became millionaires. If they don't got no money now, don't try to sneak on the line and get no money.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't sneak on the line and get no money.
Like Ja Rule, you can't get any money.
Right? No.
There's no reason that you shouldn't still be rich.
No check for Ja.
And I do believe Ja is still rich, but
he's still rich to a degree. He's richer than us.
Right, he's richer than us.
But
he might still got a mill or so. Maybe. It depends. But you can't get none. Like what's his name? Like Charlie Brown. No, you can't get none Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Charlie Brown. Oh man. Why not? Why not?
That's another breakdown for another day. Who was really better, Charlie Brown or Buster?
Oh man, that's a whole nother show, man. Because I'd like to talk about that on another show because we can break down some of Charlie. Now that's the first time this happens. Not that often when you're in a group, right? And people always say that one person's the nicest in the group. Then when the group breaks up or they go solo, it turns out that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was one of them rare cases because everybody I know said that Charlie Brown was the nicest in that crew.
Yeah.
Like even back in the day when I used to see Charlie Brown, like he was the one that everybody used to be like, oh nigga, he used to always have on brown clothes. He wear like the Cleveland Browns gear. Like he'd have something on that was brown or his clothes would be brown. He would be going through back then it was at the bus terminal. He was going through the Hempstead bus terminal. Everybody thought, oh man, there go Charlie Brown. He like the nicest MC on Long Island. I remember everybody used to say that. All the girls would be like, wow, he used to be like a star going through the Hempstead bus terminal.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. And then
that dude.
What happened?
I don't know. Busta Rhymes happened. I mean, what you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. As I combine all the juice from the mind.
Here you go. Back from rewind. Probable impact. Boom. From the cannon. I'm bragging. There goes them bars again. Come on, Banks, get in there.
Get in there, Banks. Come on, son. Jump on this thread.
Somebody help us out.
Put some lyrics.
Give us some Lloyd Banks bars. Other than I got your whole advance on my neck.
Right. I tell you, we keep going back to Banks. It's messed up. It's like the comedian, the comedian that comes back to that same joke throughout his thing.
You know, Eddie keep coming back to ice cream. No, Eddie kept coming back to the shoe.
Yeah.
You missed me, bitch. His skit was over. He was still talking about the mother with the shoe. Keep coming back to that joke. But we passed Banks. We ain't gonna get on Banks no more.
And Roy, he came back to "This is my house," so he came back to that too.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the deal. So the hip hop pension should definitely be something that I think is a good idea. I hope that Swiss Beats follows through. And like I said, if to be realistic, for people who don't want to give up their money, and so to be realistic, don't go in your pocket and give up your money if you don't want to, but take part in a concert and raise the money.
Yeah, L ain't giving up no money.
Raise the money.
Raise it.
Swiss,
I said raise it.
Swiss used the word raise the money. So with that being said, I guess if that's the case. So anyhow, our last topic for the evening will be, we wanted to mention, speaking of lyricists, we might as well segue over to this person. So we've been talking about, you and I have been talking off air about Joe Budden.
Right.
And how he is not really recognized or, doesn't get the credit for, he doesn't get credit as a lyricist as much as he should, I think. But one thing he also doesn't get credit for is being a pioneer and a trailblazer when it comes to like the social media stuff, when he reinvented himself and he started doing Joe Budden TV. Nobody was doing that except us.
Nobody.
Block TV.
Nobody except us. Well, us. That's it.
That's it. But we wasn't.
Nobody was doing that. Well, us as usual.
Right. Except us. But Joe, we weren't even doing what Joe ended up doing. He was taking a camera and following himself around and kind of like chronicling his life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Joe Budden.
He was the first, reality star on the internet. All the other reality shows was on TV. Yeah. Well, Joe was the first one who was really doing reality TV on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's chronicling. He bought the camera to, around when he was, looking for ransom, and with Tahiri, he broke Tahiri by mistake, because he had the camera on Tahiri doing Joe Budden TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Using his regular name, Joe Budden TV.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody, and then once he broke that out to a certain level, then he switched over to start doing podcasts when it wasn't cool to do podcasts. Like when you did podcasts, people was laughing at you.
Yeah.
That's when Joe Budden started podcasts.
He started podcasts when it wasn't cool to do podcasts. And and the funny thing is this, Joe Budden had to reinvent himself a few times. And it's like he would make something or be the best part of something or whatever you want to call it, and then leave it and start over again. So I got to give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Because and before we finish this topic, Decon, shout out to Decon. He put in there about the hip hop pension. He says, "Does Mike D deserve a check?"
Mike D from
Beastie Boys.
The Beastie. Oh yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
Ad Rock too.
Ad Rock and Mike D. They.
I'm Mike D, and I get respect. What?
That is what I expect.
Shoot, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike D was my guy out of the BCs. Ad Rock too. That's a good one, D-Con.
Yeah, that's good.
Ad Rock, most definitely the BC Boys. Yo, the BC Boys, man. People sleep on the BC Boys. Their beats was always better than Run DMC's. Always. Right. Their beats were always better than Run DMC's beats.
Which was weird.
The Beastie Boys was dope.
Which was weird.
And their forefathers.
Yeah, they're pioneers for sure.
Yep, they're pioneers, most definitely.
You know, yeah. They definitely. Wow. Yeah, Ad Rock was my favorite though. But rest in peace, MCA.
Rest in peace, MCA.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but back to Joe Budden said, I think Joe Budden, man, he like, let's just say, okay, so he had that thing, like you said, he kind of broke Tahiri accidentally, you know.
Right.
Now I don't know how much he had to do with Slaughterhouse, the creation of it. I know he had a big part.
He's one of the original members.
He's one of the original members. I know he's a big part of it. I don't know if he made up the name. I'm not sure about that. But there was something that he was part of that was big. He ended up leaving it and starting over, right? Then when he finally kind of said, okay, I'm not really going to do hip-hop rapping no more, he started getting into the podcast, and he was doing that joint with, what's that dude's name? That clown. I can't stand that dude. The show he had, they were on, help me out here. He had this show with, was a DJ something. What the hell is he? No, he isn't even a DJ, is he?
No, I remember that dude.
What is that dude?
The black dude. No, he was a black dude, right?
No, I'm talking about the show he had with the guy who who Soulja Boy was saying, fuck nigga.
Oh, Academics.
Yeah, I can't stand that dude. So, yeah, he DJ Academics. Yeah. He had the show Academics. And he left that show.
Yeah. And everybody was like, how you leave the show that he created?
He created. Started over.
He created, right? He came there and also, which people don't realize, also a lot of people take Joe's ideas. He had the idea for that show that ended up with Cardi and that Cardi and T.I. and him end up on. Joe was the first one that came up with that idea.
Oh, and then
Netflix bit that.
Yeah.
So and that show that they got that they're getting paid $5 million to be on, Joe Budden created that show.
Oh man. Yo, Joe Budden just gets screwed over all the time.
Just gets screwed over.
Think about it, he's been starting over pretty much his whole career. Because when he had the one hit that he had, the Pump It Up joint,
that ends up being the death of him. Nobody will let that go. Pump it up.
Pump It Up.
That was a big hit.
A big hit too. But
that's like the death of him.
That whole deal, his Def Jam deal didn't go right. You know what I mean? He ended up leaving that and starting over. You know what I'm saying? I have to give this dude credit, man. If one person, if there's not another person I know that could get knocked down and get back up and recover.
Many times it's Joe. Yeah. And he got knocked down from Raekwon and got back up.
That he literally got knocked down. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's funny. But yeah. You can't be talking greasy to the chef. See, that's the problem. Joe.
That's Joe's problem. Joe don't care who you are. Now he's calmed down a lot since Raekwon, since the chef punched him in his face. But the chef didn't actually punch him in the face. His one of his boys did. But he punched him on the behalf of Raekwon.
Yeah.
So it's just like Raekwon, boss.
Yeah, 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon.
So it's like the chef punched him. He was there.
Yeah.
But
he was right there.
That was he was in the room. That's all Joe's issue. But Joe knows he's nice, but even after, he kind of got fed up with the way he was being treated in hip hop. Because that dude, I'm sorry, man, lyrically wise, he's top 20. Lyrically, now he's top 20.
top 20. Exactly.
Lyric wise, he's top 20.
The dude, I could probably quote many bars from him. I mean, shit. First of all, he has one of the most legendary freestyles ever.
Oh,
that freestyle on Green Lantern, when all them dudes was watching. You talk Freeway, Uncle Murder,
Pete Styles P,
they were all
Beanie Siegel. They all sat there like, okay.
Yeah, they sat there that Joe wasn't nothing to mess with lyrically.
He walked in there in the middle of a Rockefeller beef. See, that's what a lot of people forget.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the middle of a Rockefeller beef with Jay. And he walked in there with Jay's number 1 and 2 hitmen.
Yeah, but he got set up. He kind of got set up by Green Lantern.
Got set up to that by Green Lantern.
He did not know that they were going to be there. Joe was probably like, oh. Yeah, he probably did.
But once he got there, he blazed it, man. That dude says some things. Like I said, you always impress me as a rapper.
Yeah.
When you can say things that I never heard before.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the rhymes are not your hit, but you've heard similar rhymes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've heard rhymes like, hey, you've heard I got more lines than street. You've heard that before from people, from 2 or 3 different people in 2 or 3 different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, but the shit that Joe Budden said, there's some lines that I've never heard.
He said, "I put your whole family in boxes. Meet the Brady
Bunch." Like, who thinks of that? Like,
I put your whole
family in boxes. Just in case y'all don't know, the Brady Bunch, for people who aren't old enough, when the Brady Bunch used to come on, they would put the whole family on the screen, and they'd be all in boxes. They put the father in the middle, the daughters, the sons. So the Brady Bunch, there was 9 boxes? Or 8, 9 boxes. There was 6 kids, the 2 parents, and the maid. So they put their whole family up in boxes. Who thinks of stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? That's Joe Budden. And like I said, all the freestyles, that all of the double entendres, the triple entendres. He pulled off a triple entendre. So triple entendres ain't easy. You know what I mean? So he pulled off a triple entendre. And the type of entendre that make you think,
the Brady Bunch.
There you go. The Brady Bunch. I put your whole family in boxes. Meet the Brady Bunch. Who says that? I'll put your whole family in boxes. There's the boxes and boxes. And there's a double entendre right there.
I'll put the whole family in boxes. The boxes.
There's a double entendre right there.
And boxes like this. Meet the Brady.
There you go. Double entendre. Meet the Brady Bunch. Yeah, I mean, so he said that. The dude said,
oh man.
The dude said, and one of the slickest ones I remember, going back to bars again, Banks. One of the slickest ones.
God damn.
Hey, Banks, we ain't forget about you, Banks. So one of the slickest ones I remember was the one he said on Flex. And he said, the girls don't like me because I be where the dykes be. He said, I'm not with the game, so I catch them on the bye week. Now, listen, they like me because I be where the dykes be. Everybody knows the dykes are chicks that don't like men. They like girls. So he said, I'm not with the games, so I catch them on the bye week, like on the week that they're bisexual. And the bye week is what they call football when you ain't got playing no games. This nigga's no joke. Another double entendre.
Yep, the other way.
And then, like I said, he does stuff that we never saw before outside of music. The Joe Budden TV thingy. The podcast. I'll name this podcast later. Isn't that what everybody's thinking when they're we ain't got no time to be naming podcasts?
what they thinking. I'll name this
That's exactly what. Oh, what could I name this? I'll name it later.
Yeah, I think we just go. I got to play a little bit of this Green Lantern.
Who are you talking to me? You know what go down when I come in here. I don't come in here. Music 3 coming soon. That's it. And that's it. Jersey.
Joe Budden.
All of that. 201. Real quick.
How many times are we gonna do the stick face?
Look, flow sick, we riding, bumping old Biggie. Roll with me, lose weight, Nicole Richie, fuck plat. If I don't reach diamond fame, I treat a nigga face like that old Simon game. I figured out why men try us, cause we OD on rims and thin tires. For that we lend bias.
Oh my God.
He ain't bravery a punk. I put his family in boxes, meet the Brady bunch. Yo, how y'all?
Okay, wait, I just want to stop a second. This is the break now.
For all you old heads.
Wait a second, for the young heads.
Yo.
This dude said we OD on rims and tires and thin tires. For that, we lend bias. Please explain to these people.
Please go Google lend bias.
Yeah.
We OD. Lend bias.
He OD.
Lend bias, they said OD.
Yes.
So that's why he said for that we OD. Because we OD on lens and thin tires. For that we lend bias. Like we the ultimate OD. And he said, if I don't reach platinum fame, I don't reach diamond fame, I'll treat a nigga face like that old Simon game. Now, if anybody knows the game Simon, it's an old school game. And when the light comes on, you have to smack it real hard.
Like Simon
so
said.
You going like this, just smack it again. That's how he gonna treat a nigga face. Like that old Simon game. Man.
All right, let's break it down. One more time.
Look, flow sick, we riding, bumping old Biggie. Roll with me or lose weight, Nicole Richie, fuck plat. If I don't reach diamond fame, I treat a nigga face like that old Simon game. I figured out why men try us, cause we OD on rims and thin tires. For that we lend bias. All it takes is a punch. He ain't bravery a punk. I put his family in boxes, meet the Brady bunch. Now how y'all feel yourselves? You kill yourselves. Us cowboys don't need you. You build parcels. And you ain't gotta empty your pockets when it caves out. Whatever you hold in his mind, you my PayPal. You don't get why this guy is wet. I make his life a net for a pie to the neck. Ride or die, do both, nigga. Ride to the death. I acapella the whole left side of his chest. Not retiring. Still got that pension pendant. Try pop the hood and see the engine missing. Double barrel shotgun. Hey, your men get missing. She got pretty brown eyes and she in mint condition. Or that.
Turn it off. Turn it off. This nigga's No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with Joe tonight. This dude can't be serious.
This dude said she got pretty brown eyes. She admit condition. Oh my Lord.
Yo, what?
Yo, let's finish it up.
Double barrel shotgun make your men get missing. She got pretty brown eyes and she in mint condition.
Take the ratchet, go home and just Chris Benoit till a bird.
Oh my God.
One line you Isaiah Thomas the broad. Look, I can send a click cartridge at a nemesis target and catch a ROR on some Genesis charges. Now I'll put that thing away. I don't even need a whole hair through the clip. All it take is one finger wave. Been in the bank for days, show you how I'm real. Come home to the truck with the Optimus Prime grill. Handed out crack, got the scene popping off. They not sleeping on them, the fiends is not for real. Tell me how's you a thug and you Superman. I just seen club doing the Superman. I in this world is the pale chrome, Huxtable brownstone, major paper, caked by the layers. If these dudes is live, I'm the creative player. They calling them kings when they so hot. Something wrong with that picture, must be Photoshop. I don't promote violence, but when tilting that thing, blam, arms start waving like the cop bank stand. But when the tunes go pop and move whole blocks, come around with your dog to get Cujo shot. These MCs is lame. I'm trying to be an MC with brains. These niggas is MC brains. Being nice, these rappers is far from being nice. I'm on a rooftop record and niggas is being sniped.
Oh Lord.
And then that nigga walked off.
Yeah.
Then he walked off and left all the niggas sitting there on his nuts, like
they was like, wow. And like
didn't nobody want to rap.
Nobody wanted to rap after
Nobody.
Joe. Now,
BD Siegel didn't even want to rap.
Imagine if you got to come after this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why the only niggas that could come after him was them Slaughterhouse niggas. Because, don't get me wrong. We talking about Beans, nice. Beans' pen was dope. Freeway, he was kind of dope.
Yeah.
Bottom line, Uncle Murder in there. There's some heavy hitters in there. Niggas got lyrics. Yo, this dude, man, he got so many joints. We ain't even got enough time to break down everything.
No, I can't. That's a whole show. That's a 30-minute show to break down all them lyrics he said. When I'm toting that thing, blam, arms start swinging like the Carlton Bank dance.
Lord have mercy. I mean, he said.
Y'all know how Carlton's arms be swinging when he's dancing. That's how niggas' arms start swinging when he starts shooting.
Yeah. Oh man. So many things he said there. I'm trying to even remember. I'm like, yo, so many things he said. I'm trying to see where I don't even know where to start. Come around with your dogs and get Cujo shot.
Cujo shot. For anybody that don't know that, Cujo was the big dog.
That was
he was like the leader. There was a movie called Cujo about a wild dog.
Right.
Cujo was a wild dog. He was like a dog that was possessed. He was like the devil's dog.
Right. That's the toughest dog. So whoever's the toughest dog. So in other words, whoever's the toughest dog in your clique is getting shot. That's basically what he's saying. You come
around with your dogs and get Cujo shot. Now you done bought your dogs over here and done got the main one shot.
So, I mean, I can't, man. I can't with this dude, man.
Take the ratchet, go home, and just Chris Benoit. I've never heard that in my life.
That's what you're talking about.
I've never heard anybody say that in my life.
I've never heard in my life. Just like how Kenny Smith used to say about the slam dunk contest. Something I've never seen in my life. Something I've never heard in my life. Just take the ratchet, go home, and just Chris Benoit. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. That is something I've never heard a line like that before. And for him to say that, and I mean, not everybody, but all wrestling fans know who Chris Benoit is.
Yeah, they know what happened to Chris Benoit.
A wrestler who unfortunately went home. He killed himself and his whole family.
Killed his whole family.
Killed his entire family.
Allegedly,
no, he did it. That crazy motherfucker did it. But he allegedly killed his whole family. He did himself, like that movie.
Yeah, he did it.
And he killed himself. So I should take the ratchet, go home, and Chris Benoit. Just kill yourself and your whole.
Just kill yourself and your whole family.
We could do a whole show on Joe Budden, but the whole point of even bringing that up is Joe don't get now that back.
Start giving him some credit, man.
The reason why I had to play it is because you backed it up by bringing up the points that some of the things that he did first as a podcaster, as a journalist or whatever you want to media personality, social media personality. I had to back up the fact that he doesn't get the credit lyrically. Now everybody listening, and I think the chat room they've been very active and just that's your people, they support you. Do you listening to that? Do you think Lloyd Banks is better than him?
He goes back to Banks.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Now just want to listen. After hearing that, I just want to ask you, do you think Lloyd Banks is better? Like we was off of Banks. Banks sitting there like, good. They finished getting to me.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, them niggas ain't talk about me no more.
Then we back.
Think Lloyd Banks is better than him?
Lloyd Banks is better than him. I mean, let's get off Banks. But anyhow, yeah, man. I think Joe Budden just definitely didn't get the credit he deserved, and he's been able to reinvent himself and stay relevant in the business, and for a business that really rejected him in a lot of ways, you know what I mean? He has a line in there, not in that freestyle, but he's in another freestyle where he says something about he said, "Yo, I don't belong here. I was born in the." He said, "Dad got mom pregnant in the wrong year."
Dad fucked mom in the wrong year.
Yeah, dad fucked mom in the wrong year. He said, he said something about he's subject to niggas with wrong ears or something like that. I'm just like, yo, this nigga's ridiculous. But that was clearly how he felt about how hip hop treated him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It seemed like when he came out, I don't know why what was on when he came out. He had that song and everybody just kind of,
right. He had to pump it up, and then once he did pump it up, like it's like the Joe Budden fans give him his credit, and they know he's nice, and everybody that was Joe Budden fans that got all the mood music, I mean, they know he's not one of the best. People like Drake said Joe Budden is one of the illest.
Yeah,
is one of the illest to ever do it.
Yeah,
I mean, so when you start getting praise from dudes who were like, yeah, I watched. I used to rap like Drake said he used to rap like Joe Budden.
Yeah.
He was like, during those years, that's when I was still rapping like Budden.
All right. In all fairness, we have to, before we wrap up the show, someone put in the chat room, I'm going to respect what they said. They were like, we ain't got time to be posting bars. They said, play something of Lloyd Banks. So I found a Lloyd Banks freestyle on I guess it's on Flex on Hot 97. Yeah.
Bars.
Okay.
So let's listen to Banks freestyle.
All right, mute my mic and let's listen to Banks.
Okay.
It's time. Yeah. The gift. 16s of a psychopath on a whole nother highway by time the nitro pass. Don't get caught by the castle, the sucker lights to flash, blood, sweat, and tears to fly. Only to cut your lights in half. Don't get your license slashed. Freestyle, imagine my writing stash. The hood need a piece to pull your ice in half. Cooking the underground, burn the fuck up by time we drop. Duffel back my ashes and spray my face on the Humvee block. Addicted to the fast light, losing time on the party clock. Needing your gangsters corny, won't alarm me. Fatigue on me Glock. Light a fire for me, I be bombing right back. Surround the White House. Don't have to build a wall around that. Hole poked in the heart of Queens, the Coliseum with black silence for prodigy. Never repeat that impact. Clipper got a mind of his own. Watch how you approach that. Took my heart out and froze it. Choke a rapper with his purse strap. Lavender Gooch, great boots. Go with the perk pack. Excellence in my worst rap. Presidents get your verse back. But it ain't about the money features. I could get expensive. We don't use your entrance. Hammer sneaking like the selling fences. Drama's a sentence. To death to one of us. Think I'm obsessed with the victory torches. Another rush. So talented in my off time. Penny impossible. Form replicas built the League of Shadows. Black Rise a cool fool. Tickle on the wisdom pop pass. Martin and Malcolm too. Hit the world, broke out my podcast. Chronic and Rock a few. Chillin'. Fresh on my vacation back from movies. Ayo Flex. Look like I'm left off of bad and bougie. I've been listening. These niggas out here sounding average. Usually I'm conditioned. My pen cooperates. The tablet knew me. Pay homage. You're YouTube, baby, right? Do your research about me. Me from the land of RPs. I got a t-shirt hobby. Flame out the motherfucking turbo. Burn the leeches around me. Lock and key. Imposter free. Half of y'all never leave the county. Play with the paper, this metal and plastic for you. Exotic bags for torture, smoke a youngin' for my daughter. Icy neck still, probably have to bundle up this quarter. Who knows? Maybe Comoras or uppercuts performers. Twisted thoughts in my head. Maybe I'm just out of mind. Crazy at triumph may seem. Tell me you seem to decline. Any product put out, you bringing back. CD on rewind. These are not my peers. Beam me out in time. Leave me out there fine. Genie out's the fine. Guinea out the grind. Greedy minds combined, leave me out the plan, whip the whip, took a dose of winning, got me tipsy quick, hit the strip, myself
you messed up there.
Hippie shit, old heads hating, don't be a hypocrite, pop good on a bad day, not a soul out to witness it, hell in the ghettos, air doubt if you ever felt breeze, I was born in the studio, cut me, I bleed in LPs, personalities multiplying, think I feed off from seas, triggered by Hot 97, that double M's my main squeeze, epitomizing grimy, he mixed me out the 90s, blend all the top tiers from a corner that's dropping bodies. Murals on the side of the board, my high society. Any shot you got to be in somebody you rock about me. Wrote an album a couple days ago, that's what you lack about me. All these medis got the hood punch drunk, 2 ounce for alkies. A lot of shit I'm not understanding. All kind of questions for me, culture lessons. Punks need a dressing, they out here dressing funny. Shorty only bottom and chest, couldn't get checkers from me. Already 2 albums finesse, that's extra money. Left a life or death experience, how could you humble that? Marble preemies can't be serious, shit on your mumble rap. 40 below, chain swing like a lumberjack. 5 for 15 years. Who's fucking with that, nigga?
Okay.
So, listen.
Right.
Listen.
Okay.
And I appreciate who put that in. We asked them to send us a link. They sent us a link. All right.
Right. They said go ahead and play
I'm going to go back to exactly who made the very first comment. He's good. Let's just leave it at that. Because during that whole freestyle, I didn't change my face not one time.
Me neither. I tried to.
It was nothing. It was just nothing.
I tried to change
there,
my face, but it was just nothing there. Shit, he didn't
nothing there that made me say, "Oh."
And maybe it's his delivery.
All right.
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I think it is the delivery. I've never been in love with his delivery. Never.
His punchlines. He don't punch his punchlines. That's
right. He don't put no oomph on him.
It's all monotone. It's no charisma on it. I mean, hell.
Right. There's only one R. The only one that can do that is Rock.
Yeah, Rakim is monotone. So I get you, but I'm like, yo, nah. I mean, it was
now were the bars trash? Absolutely not.
No,
they weren't trash.
No way.
But it just goes back to what I said and what DMX said. There's nothing. Listen, there's nothing that's going to make me replay that. I'm not going to be like, yo, I gotta find that freestyle that they put in the chat.
No.
I'm not going to go replay it because he didn't say anything in there that's going to make me run back and watch again. When my son did his freestyle
on Flex,
I was like, yo, I got to hear that again.
When you go when you go on Flex, you got to bring your best bars. That's number one.
When what's her name went on there,
so
I still go back and play that freestyle.
Right. Don't put nothing else in the chat room saying try this. No, I'm not gonna keep trying this. I picked Fuck Master Flex. If you don't bring it on Flex, I'm done with you. Try this. No, we ain't trying this.
We tried.
That's one of the.
We tried. We went to Flex. Flex is where he says, "Come up here, but you got bars." New York. Don't come up here. You ain't got no balls. He went up there again. Was it trash? No.
No, of course not.
But it was just okay. And that's what I said.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay to me. Like, he doesn't say anything that he's sitting there. He's got the same flow through the whole thing.
He
missed a couple of lines because he couldn't keep up with the beat.
Because he was trying to concentrate. Look how he was trying to concentrate.
Right, trying to concentrate what he was saying. So again, is he the worst rapper? Absolutely not. And I named a couple of people. He's better than 50.
Yeah.
But he don't got more charisma than 50.
No way. Now 50 would have, if he'd have wrote those bars for 50, 50 would have had people going, oh, because he would have delivered it better.
Right, because 50 would have delivered it with swag.
Yep. He would have delivered it better. That's part. I'm sorry, people. That's part of being a lyricist. You got to be able to deliver your lyrics.
Your delivery. Because if the delivery wasn't a part of it, all these dudes that's out here with nice pens and writing all these hot bars, they would be out there themselves, and they wouldn't have to be writing for other people. They write for other people because they can't deliver.
Yeah.
And they don't have it delivered.
In the chat room said, yo, she said his bars was fire, but his delivery just is not it. That ain't it, man.
That ain't it, man. Lloyd Banks. That ain't it, man.
That ain't it, man.
Trust me, it's not.
I mean, and that's what we've been saying from the beginning. His pen he got a dope pen.
Right.
Pen game is good.
Who made that comment? Who just made that comment?
That was Yeltsin.
Right on point.
Yeah.
Hey, Yesenia. Right on point. His pen is decent.
His pen is good, man. He had some of those bars was pretty fire. Some of them, but what we talked about is, did you see the reaction when we played Joe Budden? Did you
hear the reaction in there?
Yeah,
he didn't even get Flex going crazy. Flex get excited for everybody.
I know. We could get. Don't trust us if you don't want to, because you want to say we're biased. I don't know. But look at the people that were in the room with Joe Budden. And they were
laughing already from the first couple of lines.
All good lyricists in their own right. And he's saying, boo, boo, boo. He just rolling through it, man. He mowed down that beat, yo. He mowed down that beat. And these cats did not want to rap after him. I think, like, if you watch,
I think everybody wanted to rap after Banks.
No, if you watch that whole thing in its entirety, the whole Joe Budden, them niggas sat around and talked for like 20, 30 more minutes before
they rap. Then they said, okay, he's been gone about 20 minutes. Maybe people forgot. Maybe they forgot some of them bars.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what it is. So, I had to be fair. We're going to wrap the show up in a second, but I had to be fair about it because I should have utilized it earlier. And so let's find some Banks stuff. But I said, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm putting Lloyd Banks freestyle. Now, the first 3 that come up should be your most fire stuff.
Your most highest views.
Yeah, that should be your highest views, which should be your best stuff. The Flex one was in like the top 3 or something like that came up. Maybe 4 that came up. I clicked on it.
That's what you get. If that is the best that I'm getting from Lloyd Banks.
Wow. He's fighting for top 50 if that's the case. Because I can guarantee you, we'd be here all night. All these other people that we mentioned, we could put their name in the YouTube and listen to a freestyle that probably on Flex too.
Yeah, and we'll be going. Go. You know what? You wanna scrunch up your face? Go listen to the Young M.A.'s last freestyle on Flex.
Oh my goodness!
The Joe Buttons one, Joel Ortiz, my son, freak man. Them is some freestyles. When J. Cole was up there, even one time when Fab was up there, he was reading off his phone, but the lines were fire.
I mean, reading off his phone, and he wrote them. I mean, same thing with Slaughterhouse. They write. I mean, not everybody's.
Right. And they come in there reading it off the paper.
Not everybody,
but that proves they wrote it.
Yeah, that proves you wrote it. You read it off your day. Like, well, what? Somebody texted to you? Somebody texted an entire rhyme to you?
Doubt it.
I just know. And you learned it that quick? That's bullshit. Ain't no way somebody can text you a rhyme and you can just pick that up and read off of it and rhyme it.
But go out there when Cassidy goes up there, man, you be like, what? You be rewinding stuff. Some of the things Cassidy say.
So maybe our next show, we'll get back to the lyrics and break down some of these, these tough lyrics that these cats got.
Yeah, we want to do that with our next show. We want to break down some of the hottest bars that everybody can put their choice in. We want to break down some of the hottest bars in hip hop history, like some bars that memorable. Some of the hottest bars.
Yeah,
I know we're gonna hear from Prodigy. I know we're gonna hear from Jay.
Yeah, of course. You're gonna hear. I mean, there's some now. What I would like to do is, and you know, we have a lot of the show to break down. We got a lot of shows coming up for you guys since we're on the new platform here, and you know, we're gonna break down, like you said, some of the lyrics. But I think what I want to do is I want to set up a show where we can break down what is the top. Well, we can do top 10, but we'll do the top 5 best crew joints. Meaning, you know,
meaning here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Scenario.
Symphony. Is it the
Symphony?
Headbangers.
Headbangers.
Is it the Flavor in Your Ear remix?
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Is it Stay Scheming with Rick Ross, Frenchie, and Drake?
Right.
We'll give you new niggas a chance to.
Right. We're gonna put a top 10. We can do top 10. There's plenty of crew joints.
Is it Monster with Nicki J, and Kanye?
Kanye. You know, there's a lot of them in there. Shoot. But you know, scenario, like I said, there's a couple of them. Is it what about the Benjamins? All about the Benjamins.
Right, the Benjamins.
You know what I'm saying? That's a dope one, you know, stuff like that. We're gonna break that down. Then we're gonna give y'all our top 10, give you the criteria. Every time we do the breakdown, we give you criteria of what we're not just guessing. We're not just like we said, we've been listening to hip hop all our lives. That's 40-something years.
That's just not guessing.
This is criteria based on the criteria that we'll break down for you guys, and that's what's up. But you know, we want to thank everybody that came and joined and checked us out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Big up to all your heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters in the building,
always holding you down. That's what's up. Big up to everybody who joined us on Facebook. Quite a few people jumped on Facebook and was joining us in there. Big up to, you know, Russell was in the building. Hempstead was in the building. Russell, Decon, dude.
Tigers forever.
Tigers forever. Boy, they on the they do their thing. I know Deuce always does it on. They do their thing on the Facebook too. I think it's T4L Radio. You check them out. Right. It's like all the different DJs from from Hempstead doing their thing. They ain't all in Hempstead right now, but they all doing their thing. They from Hempstead, and they've been doing this during this quarantine stuff. So check them out. Want to give a big shout out to the International Dynasty, Romaine and the whole crew and the family.
Yes,
big up to them, man.
Shout everybody out, man. Shout out all the heavy hitters. Shout out all the Sugar Baby from Spill the Sugar.
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all, man, for rocking with us and taking our crazy sense of humor for an hour and a half. I know it's time. They're like, all right, these niggas got to get off now. Y'all funny, but you ain't that funny.
I know, for real. So thank y'all again, man. And we'll be back next week with another breakdown. We'll break it to you raw, man. All right, peace, y'all.
Break it down. Peace.